advantage does an athlete have that's taking redox signaling molecules? In this video, I want to talk to athletes out there, physical therapists, trainers that are looking to biohack the body to help optimize and create peak performance, as well as decrease recovery and repair times. Redox signaling is something that is revolutionizing the health science spaces. Understand that tens of thousands of people have been using this technology to support their health, to take a body that is maybe out of balance and bring it back into balance. But at the same time, there have been athletes that have been pushing the edge, that have been looking and saying, hang on a second, if you're claiming that this is helping with cellular communication and it's giving a cascading response of results in the body, what can that do for me as I'm pushing my system, as I'm breaking down my body rapidly and needing it to repair rapidly? How can this be applied in that arena? Well, it turns out redox signaling is helping with endurance, it's helping with recovery, and it's helping with repair. So let's talk about what the athletes are actually saying. So athletes that have been taking this, and this goes from Olympic athletes to people that are professional athletes and others that just like to do competitions. Athletes are claiming that they're not hitting the wall as fast, that they're literally not feeling their muscles fatigue. They're also saying that they're clocking personal bests. And not only that, in competitions, on race day, when it matters, in the moment, their mental acuity has been heightened. There is a clarity that is sustaining with them, that is staying throughout the entire game, throughout the entire race. So their mental performance is better and their physical performance is better. They're literally saying, I can set a strong pace and I can hold it. I'm not feeling the lactic acid buildup. I'm not feeling the pain in my body starting. So what is going on? Well, in a moment, I'll get to what the research is now saying, but this is what's being felt. And they're saying that it's a sustained energy, like the Energizer Bunny. It's not like taking something that increases and boosts energy all of a sudden. So you have this huge peak and then an equally huge valley. There's no peaks and valleys with this. It can be kind of subtle because it's just this sustained, ready, go. On the flip side of that, after working out, what they're also saying is that they're feeling their recovery time is less. What they're noticing is that they're bouncing back faster. They're able to get back out there and train sooner. So they're gaining things because they're training more. They're doing more in the workout, and then they're able to get out and do more workouts because of this bounce back. And the soreness that they're having in the muscles, they're saying, first of all, they're having less. And secondly, when they do have it, they're using the topical gel. So the Renew 28, which is marketed, if you were to look out there, the marketing is all for wrinkles. It's for anti-aging. It's for cellulite. So why is an athlete putting this in their gym bag? Because when you rub it on the muscles, they're claiming that discomfort is going away. It's soothing the muscles. And we'll talk in a moment about why that is. So understand this. There are dozens of studies that have been done on this technology. And currently, as we speak, there's studies going on multiple continents, right? I talked about the fact that this is a growing field of science, and governments around the world are actually funding research in redox signaling, redox biochemistry. But we're talking about ASEA and their redox signaling specifically. Understand this, ASEA is the only place in the world where you can get active, stabilized redox signaling molecules outside of the body, still in a bioactive form that you can actually supplement with. It's the only place. And universities are starting to understand that. They're actually starting to reach out to ASEA and saying, look, we understand what you have, and we want to help you to create different studies to further identify the impact this can have in the body. In fact, over in Australia, the government there gave a grant that helped to partially fund a study out of Western Sydney, looking at the impact of redox in the body. So getting into some of the research, the Human Performance Lab, which is here in the United States, part of the Research Triangle in North Carolina, they did some work under Dr. Neiman. And what they found was that mice that were taking ASEA used less glycogen per minute of exercise. They found that there were dozens of metabolites, fatty acids, that were getting released into the system that were being used as fuel. And so the hypothesis was that the muscle glycogen was being spared because there was another energy source that was able to be used. And so the muscle glycogen wasn't getting burned as quickly, thus lactic acid wasn't building up, and that pain, that discomfort wasn't being felt that typically stops someone. So the endurance was going up. Now, this is what athletes have been reporting for a long time. So they went into the lab and they said, okay, let's take some mice and run them to exhaustion. When we run these mice to exhaustion, how far can they go? Well, they found that they could go 52.9 minutes. And then they took these mice and they put one on placebo and they put some others on the ASEA. Then after a week, ran them to exhaustion again. And what they found was that the group on ASEA went 68 minutes before hitting exhaustion. Guys, that's an increase in 29% of endurance. It's phenomenal. And that goes along with exactly what athletes have been saying and claiming and feeling. If you get this in your system, you will feel it too. Now, there's also research being done on the gel, a lot of it cosmetic, right? Wrinkles and cellulite and all those things. But they also found that this increases blood flow to an area wherever it's rubbed. And that blood flow increase is sustained for 96 hours for 4 days. So think about that as an athlete. You break down a certain muscle group, or you have damage, right, that you need to repair to get yourself back out on the field, out competing again. If you're rubbing this gel in a certain area and it's amplifying signal, it's allowing for blood flow to come in. Well, that's going to bring in whatever is needed to repair that area. And it's doing it more rapidly, right? It's increasing how fast and efficient the body can be at doing what your body does anyway, which is get itself back into balance. So this is really exciting. And I want you to understand that research is going on that is also showing that this boosts the master antioxidant in the body, the most potent antioxidant, glutathione. Glutathione helps you with detoxification. It helps you combat inflammation in the body. And what they're finding is that these molecules are acting as little on-off switches. They're activating the NRF2 pathway, which is then going in and producing glutathione in the body. And this is with the liquid, it's with the gel, and this is a cascading response, right? It's not just one pathway. Most supplements that either you are currently taking as an athlete or currently recommending, usually it's one nutrient that's doing one thing, or it's designed to create a very specific response in the body. You're playing one key on the piano. Understand this. Redox plays multiple keys. You can do multiple things with this one supplement. Endurance, recovery, and repair are what athletes are seeing. And I want you to understand that there's only a few ingredients in redox signaling. This is approved by WADA. It's NSF compliant. Olympic athletes are taking this. This is something that is basically native to the body. Your body makes this. There's nothing in here that is going to cause problems on any testing that you have to do. And there's no contraindications, right? When you take this, and they have pouches designed for athletes with a one-way valve, so it's easy on the go for you. When you're drinking this, you can't have a toxic level buildup, right? There's absolutely no way you could be allergic to it. And it's going to augment, meaning amplify, and work synergistically with any other therapies and supplementation that you're currently doing. So it's one of these no-brainers when it comes to helping biohack your system, helping get the most out of your system. And it's interesting, I always compare this to, 100 years ago, there was a discovery that revolutionized the health sciences, and that was bread mold. And they realized that bread mold would change the game, and it did through penicillin. Understand this: sodium chloride, hydrogen, and oxygen can be combined in a variety of ways to make a variety of molecules. Something as simple as saline, right? Salt and water, sodium chloride, H2O, can be broken down and recombined to make a variety of molecules that are actually known as reductants and oxidants, redox signaling molecules. Your body is doing this. Your body's a sack of saline. It's making these molecules all the time, but as you get older, they're making less. And if you're pushing your system, you just need more, all right? You need more communication out there. And that is what supplementing with Redox does. And it is changing the game. It has, in the health sciences, tens of thousands of people reporting how it's supporting their systems. But athletes have not been sharing this as widely because they've wanted the competitive edge. And now you're learning about something that is just going to push the field even further. It doesn't matter what your sport is. It is going to help with the performance in that sport. I have golfers that their handicap is going down. There is so much that we are seeing. So if you are an athlete, or you're a trainer, a physical therapist, someone that's working with clients that are looking to support their body with these 3 key things, this is a no-brainer to get started. You can message me. My number is in the description. I'd be happy to get you going. You're going to see the impact of this. There's no downside, only upside, and there's a money-back guarantee. If you don't like it, if you don't see what you're looking for, you can get your money back. But I am so sure that you will, based on now, a decade of others that are using it and the research that's now backing it. So if you have questions, always put it in the comment section. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel. I'm always sharing great information about this Redox biohack, and click the notification if you want to be notified as videos come out. I look forward to seeing what this does for you, and I cannot wait to hear how this takes your performance to the next level.